Hello, today's video will be devoted to atmospheric games, in which you immerse yourself in the game with your head, experience, admire all that is happening, in general you are completely there. Subscribe. During the subscription do not forget to click on the bell to know when the next video will be. Well, write what you know about atmospheric games. Number 10 Firewatch.
What's in this cave down here?
NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous. You're in it, aren't you?
It doesn't seem that dangerous. Whoa, whoa! Ah, no!
Henry!
Seriously, it's completely fine in here.
Damn it.
The year is 1989. You are a man named Henry who has retreated from his messy life to work as a fire lookout in the Wyoming wilderness. Perched high atop a mountain, it's your job to look for smoke and keep the wilderness safe. An especially hot, dry summer has everyone on edge. Your supervisor Delilah is available to you at all times over a small, handheld radio, your only contact with the world you've left behind. Dark Souls 3. As fires fade and the world falls into ruin, journey into a universe filled with more colossal enemies and environments. Players will be immersed into a world of epic atmosphere and darkness through faster gameplay and amplified combat intensity. Fans and newcomers alike will get lost in the game hallmark rewarding gameplay and immersive graphics. Now only embers remain. Prepare yourself once more and embrace the darkness. If you want these games, in the description there is a link to the store where these games are cheaper than in Steam. Do not believe it? See for yourself. Assassin's Creed. The setting is 1191 AD. The Third Crusade is tearing the Holy Land apart. You, Altair, intend to stop the hostilities by suppressing both sides of the conflict. You are an assassin, a warrior shrouded in secrecy and feared for your ruthlessness. Your actions can throw your immediate environment into chaos, and your existence will shape events during this pivotal moment in history. As an assassin you will master the skills, tactics, and weapons of history's deadliest and most secretive clan of warriors. Plan your attacks, strike without mercy, and fight your way to escape. Mafia. It's 1930. After an inadvertent brush with the Mafia, cab driver Tommy Angelo is reluctantly thrust into the world of organized crime. Initially, he is uneasy about falling in with the Solari family, but soon the rewards become too big to ignore. As he rises through the ranks, the paydays keep getting bigger, but the jobs get even dirtier. Tommy may ultimately earn the respect of the Solaris, but becoming a made man will leave him more conflicted than ever with the new life he has chosen.
Mr. Angelo?
Yes?
Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim Special Edition. Winner of more than 200 Game of the Year awards, Skyrim Special Edition brings the epic fantasy to life in stunning detail. The Special Edition includes the critically acclaimed game and add-ons with all new features like remastered art and effects, volumetric God rays, dynamic depth of field, screen space reflections, and more. Skyrim Special Edition also brings the full power of mods to the PC and consoles. New quests, environments, characters, dialogue, armor, weapons and more. With mods, there are no limits to what you can experience. Number 5 Metro 2033. The year is 2033. An entire generation has been born and raised underground, and their besieged metro station cities struggle for survival, with each other, and the mutant horrors that await outside. You are Artyom, born in the last days before the fire, but raised underground. Having never ventured beyond the city limits, one fateful event sparks a desperate mission to the heart of the metro system, to warn the remnants of mankind of a terrible impending threat. Stalker. In 1986, the world's worst nuclear disaster occurred at the Chernobyl power station. Soviet authorities established a 30 km exclusion zone around this nuclear wasteland, but in 2006 a second explosion rocked the stricken reactor, obliterating all living things and causing the zone's boundaries to ripple outwards. From this epicenter came waves of mutated creatures, deadly radiation, and a strange, anomalous energy. The zone was cordoned off by the military, who would shoot on sight anyone foolish enough to brave the horrors within. Number 3. Fallout 3 and 4.
It's all over, but the crowd.
Vault-Tec engineers have worked around the clock on an interactive reproduction of wasteland life for you to enjoy from the comfort of your own vault. Included is an expansive world, unique combat, shockingly realistic visuals, tons of player choice, and an incredible cast of dynamic characters. Every minute is a fight for survival against the terrors of the outside world, radiation, supers, and hostile mutated creatures. From Vault-Tec, America's first choice in post-nuclear simulation. ARMA 3. Experience true combat gameplay in a massive military sandbox. Deploying a wide variety of single and multiplayer content, over 20 vehicles and 40 weapons, and limitless opportunities for content creation, this is the PC's premier military game. Authentic, diverse, open, ARMA 3 sends you to war. Defeat your enemy on a richly detailed, open-world battlefield, stretching over 290 kilometers squared of Mediterranean island terrain. From expansive cities to rolling hills, weather sim rolling your tank across the dusty plains. The Witcher: Wild Hunt is a story-driven, next-generation open-world role-playing game set in a visually stunning fantasy universe full of meaningful choices and impactful consequences. In The Witcher you play as the professional monster hunter, Geralt of Rivia, tasked with finding a child of prophecy in a vast open world rich with merchant cities. Viking pirate islands, dangerous mountain passes, and forgotten caverns to explore. It was number 1 The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. That's all, this was the top, I hope you liked it.